Hi, and welcome to video number 9 of the Hibernate tutorial series by Lokam Chanakya. In the previous tutorial, we talked about creating the configuration objects and then creating the main class, which actually calls these methods. In the main class, we created a while loop to loop through these menus again and again as long as the user wants to insert any options. And we asked him what he wants to do, giving him 4 options. And using those options, we use a switch case to actually implement these options, but we never call the functions. In this class, we'll be actually creating the studs for the methods, and then we'll call them to see if it's working or not. Let's go over to CRUDOperations and create stubs for our methods. The first method that we want to do is a public void insert record method, which takes in input as a patient, or let's just say insert record without any input. In this method, the first thing that we have to do is we'll just print out system.out.println inserting record. And the next step that we want to do is we want to take input a string name and a string email, because those are the two things that we took from the last time. String name and string email will be stored along with the string ID in the database. So let's print those out too, because our database table prints its own ID, a string name, and a string email. So name is name, and system.out.println email is email. So now that we have the insert record, let's go over to the next one, which will be the public void retrieve record. And the record is retrieved by using an ID, so let's say int ID is the input, system.out.println retrieving record, and let's give this ID over here, stating that it's retrieving that particular record. The next method that we need is the public void update record, which uses more parameters, which is first one would be the ID, second one would be the string name, third one would be string email. For this method, we'll create system.out.println and take updating record and give it the ID over here as well. We can also print his name and email ID. And then we'll print the email ID as well. Now that that is over, the next step would be to create the public void delete record, which only takes in an ID to delete the record with that particular ID. So let's say system.out.println deleting record, and his ID is ID. Now that we have these stubs over here, we can now call them from the main class. Let's open up the main class. And the first thing that we have to do in order to call these particular methods from CRUDOperations, we have to create a CRUDOperation object. So let's say CRUDOperations CRUD equal to new CRUDOperations, just like that. And let's add the brackets at the end. So we don't have to import this because they're both in the same package. The next step would be to get the input from the user for the particular values that we need to send to the function. So for that, let's create a couple of global variables in the main class. Let's say int ID, string name, and string email. Now that we've created these basic variables, in the next tutorial, we'll call these methods from the main function using the switch case and then show you how the output is being displayed. In the following tutorials, we'll actually create how these methods insert, delete, update, and retrieve data using the Hibernate framework and the various functions that are available in Hibernate. We hope you enjoyed our tutorial and love to have you back. Subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Thank you.